Environmental justice is really hard for me to explain what I feel about environmental justice. Everything that's going on in the world is for a purpose. I think there's an ultimate plan to all this. I think we just have to stick it out and just do our best as human beings to work together just to live in harmony. And if that takes working at the environment, let's do it. Environmental justice is the responsibility that all people have to make sure that their actions are going to leave the planet and leave future generations with the same opportunities to use the environment the same way that they did.
For us, all of us to be mindful that as we're advancing all these technologies and really affecting our environment around us, that we're considering what we're doing and making sure that while we're taking these resources from our earth, that we're replenishing them and that we're not just completely taking away everything for the future and that we'll have nothing left.
Well, environmental justice to me means people being aware of environmental issues and people working towards making the environment safe for everybody else, for making sure that the environment is clean, especially for the animals and people too, and I guess just making sure the environment is a place where everyone can live, thankfully, and that it's safe and not a threat to their health.
Well, people from let's say low-income communities don't have to worry about waking up and living in very polluted areas. Environmental justice ties into reproductive justice as well. I know a lot of women, low-income women who live in poverty, in cities like Richmond next to the refineries, their reproductive health is in jeopardy because of the conditions in which they live.
I think environmental justice means that people are held accountable for their actions based on how it affects the environment and being aware and knowledgeable about the things that they're doing.
Environmental justice to me is promoting the awareness of sustainable resources to ensure a better future for the state of our environment.
It's a way by which people of color who are often affected by things in the environment, such as diesel trucks in their communities, such as waste plants. For me, environmental justice is a way by which those people can actually empower themselves and can actually fight the system in a way so that their health and their environment could be a lot more healthier and a lot better for their entire community to grow.
Obviously, recycling and clean energy is big right now, so those are things that we can do to take positive steps towards kind of ensuring at least a better future for future generations. I think that's a big part of it, and also being vocal and actively supporting initiatives that further that kind of agenda.
Living and producing as a capitalist society in an environment where a lot of things are sustainable, and I know that word has really been thrown around a lot recently, sustainable and green, and it doesn't necessarily have to mean that you have to watch every step you make and don't step on grass or anything, but it just means being responsible in terms of if your company is going to be near a delicate place, say you're by a river, that you take every measure to make sure that you do not pollute that river. If you do, you really try to offset what you do.
It's upon ourselves to become aware and knowledgeable about issues going on around us. Not just those that concerns us as human beings, but that which also gives voice to those things, habitats, and organisms unheard. Environmental justice is about spreading our understandings to those unfamiliar or apathetic to better enrich them and to better empower us all.
Even within the housing market and how realtors and real estate agents or whatever sell their homes and who they market to, and really gatekeeping who's let into a community, who's kept out.
So I think that environmental justice is definitely thinking about the world that we live in now and making sure that we have a world to live in the future.
Right now in Pandacan, Philippines, Chevron and other oil corporations have plants sharing a fence line with a community of low-income, low-wage earning Filipinos, to me that's an injustice that's the example of environmental injustice to me. And to me, environmental justice is a transnational kind of effort, a worldwide effort.
I think we all need to look at our everyday patterns of like consumption and how our businesses are run, and see if the things we're doing today are gonna, leave our kids and our grandkids in a position where they can't go out for a hike.
Environmental justice to me means basically like a sustainable environment so that our future can have a good future, and that also so there's no racial discrimination, no any type of discrimination in terms of where someone lives, and so everyone can be happy anywhere, and it just pretty much makes people like equal in that sense so that everyone can be happy in the end.
I see a little bird that is sitting in the treetop. A pretty little bird that is sitting in the treetop. I see a little bird that is sitting in the treetop. A pretty little bird that is sitting in the treetop. I see a little bird that is sitting in the treetop. A pretty little bird that is sitting in the treetop. I see a little bird that is sitting in the treetop. A pretty little